What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. I'm Nick, that's Jeremy, and we are the Men of Main Street. Today we're talking new park updates, new Roosevelts, shows returning, and a whole bunch of new surprises that you are not going to want to miss. Stay tuned, guys. All right, Jared, let's get into it. How was your week, man?
That was a good week. It's cooling down around here, a lot more comfortable. A lot of news came out. I'm excited for it. Nick, how was your week?
Dude, if you guys probably can't already tell, I'm traveling. That's why I look like a floating head today. So we're just going to go ahead and say that right away. So I'm traveling. So, of course, because I'm traveling, I had to go ahead and sport a Mr. Morrow traveling Roosevelt's today. This one is called Mr. Morrow Eatin Around the World. So I thought
I
it was
love
pretty
that.
fitting.
It's a great
So,
shirt.
yeah, man. Yeah, it goes to the Mr. Morrow collection. It's one of my new favorites. Um, but yeah, no, otherwise, man, it's been good. Just a lot of traveling, a lot of fun stuff. And yeah, I'm super excited, man. I mean, to start it all off, we got some new Roosevelts to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, before we get into it, I got to address two things. One, I'm wearing my Sorcerer Mickey shirt in
Ooh, that's going to
honor
come
of
into play in
today's
a little
news.
bit.
Also, Nick, before we get into 2 minute details, can you give us your best Randall impersonation?
Ooh, I like this. Okay, ready, guys? Ready?
Oh my gosh, so accurate.
Back, guys. uh, that was not scripted, guys. I promise. That just worked out way too well. Oh, jeez. But yeah, no, your shirt looks awesome, man, and I can't wait to tell everyone about the news that dropped this week. We got a lot to talk about. We really do, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts on a lot of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Roosevelt's though. First off, because they just announced that this was going to be happening. We're recording, just so everyone knows, we're recording a little bit early this week. Some scheduling conflicts came up, so today we're recording on Wednesday as opposed to Thursday. But tomorrow drops a whole new Star Wars collection coming out for Roosevelt's. Look at that stuff, man. We got a first Tiki Star Wars Roosevelt. Look at
Yeah,
that.
they're like tiki mugs.
Yeah, that's what everyone was saying, at least on the insiders page. Everyone was saying, finally, we have a Star Wars Tiki shirt. I like that one a lot. I'm not as big of a fan of the R2D2 one. It looks cool, don't get me wrong, but I can totally see myself wearing the Tiki style one more, the one on the right there, way more than the one on the left at times.
Yeah, the tiki one's very unique. I think they look like different like kind of mugs, but Star Wars themed, which is cool.
Who doesn't
I
love a
do
Star
like the
Wars
R two
mug?
D two one, but I'm a big R2D2 fan. I just like the colors that he has. I don't know. A white shirt's different. I think it would be fun to add to the collection, but I don't know if I'll be picking them up. But we'll see.
We'll see. I mean, we got to keep that Roosevelt's collection going, man. They're not stopping at any time. But
But
yeah, what else do we got?
yeah, this will. I mean, you were mentioning these shirts, so this is all for the San Diego Comic Con this weekend, which is the biggest of the Comic Cons in the country. Second, I would say probably New York is probably right behind it, pretty far behind it. San Diego is the biggest. Nick, this is. As I took this photo off the insiders page. These are the exclusive ones from the floor
I
at the
love that.
convention.
I love that they're including the two new ones that are going to be dropping tomorrow as well. And of course, it wouldn't be any kind of Comic Con without having some kind of floral design. So it looks like we get some floral lightsabers at the top right over there. That looks really cool. And what else do we got there? Anything else? It
I
looks
saw
like
that.
that
I
one of the
thought I saw that
bottom.
there was a Purgle one that was coming out.
Oh,
Don't see it pictured here. I like the Boba Fett one on the bottom. The one next to it is like Luke Skywalker training Grogu, and then
oh, okay.
and the one next to that's kind of like a mismatch of different Star Wars characters. That one's a lot of fun too.
I like that a lot. That's really cool. It's good to see such a big collection of the same brand all at once. A lot of times when it comes to Comic Cons or something like that that Roosevelt's go to, a lot of times it's kind of a mishmash of stuff. You'll have maybe some Disney stuff, maybe some Star Wars stuff, and then you'll have maybe maybe one that's just like the highest rated one there, and it's so hard to get kind of deal, but it's not anything in particular.
I
Um,
still love the Mickey one you got from the Cleveland Comic Con. That one's. I
yeah,
wish I
no
had that
that
one.
that one is one of my favorite. I do love that one a lot, and it's certainly one that's the pride of my collection. I still keep the seal on it, man. I have not popped that seal; it still sits on it.
Wow,
So, oh yeah, I'm not
commitment.
ready to go ahead and pull out. Commitment, we love it. But yeah, man. So that's what we got with Roosevelt's news right now. And again, when that drop comes tomorrow, we may see maybe even more. Roosevelt's does that too. We don't know that. The only two that they've shown us so far are the top two there on the left that they said they were going to be dropping on the site. So time will tell. Maybe we might have some more web exclusive ones or something like that. Who knows? But we do have a little bit more to keep going on about here, so let's keep going, man. We have one of the big hot points today is Disney Starlight.
Yeah, it's
That
here. It's finally here,
it's finally here, and
and
dude, I love it. I,
it's awesome. It totally exceeded expectations. It's a welcome addition to the parks. I'm so happy that it's here.
it really blew me away with just some of the music and the floats. They knocked it out of the park. We've been needing a nighttime parade for quite some time. I mean, and the fact that they did this, they did their even a couple soft openings before this and officially debuted on the Sunday the 20th. They did a couple parades, I believe, starting that Friday. I think to some lucky people that were there. But yeah, just look at those floats, man. I mean, just so full of life and color and fun. And I think my favorite still has to be, well, I'll let you keep going all the way through it because we all know which one it is.
I don't
Can you
know
can
if I
you?
have every float in here.
Well, it's that one right there.
Okay. I mean, it's a great
That
float.
one's that one's my favorite. And you know why it's my favorite?
No, I don't.
Have you seen what that float turns into and what it
Oh,
plays?
yes. Tell us,
It
Nicholas.
it lights up in all these cool retro colors, and it starts playing the Main Street Electrical Light Parade original soundtrack or a variation of it. And it is so iconic and just so whimsical to go ahead and hear that again. Um, it just the minute I heard it, I lost my mind because like they brought it back. They brought it back after all these years, and you always hope for a touch like that of something like that to show up. Um, just so cool to see it. Just all of a sudden, you see it in this light, and then it just transforms over to all these like more old school colors and all that. And the next thing you know, it's playing that song and just more of a techno beat and everything. It's so awesome to hear and see. And it definitely brought me back to seeing the old parades and all that they used to do at night. So
Yeah, definitely. And
really
I
cool to
think,
go see that.
yeah, I mean, it's really awesome to see. There's a ton of great, like, it's great that there's two showings, so you don't have to rush and try to make it, to every one of them. I will mention probably one of my favorite floats is the one I showed right before this. If I go backwards, is the Moana float. There's
Yes.
a surprise when Moana's grandmother, Grandma Tala, shows up in her manta ray form that kind of rises from the float. It looks so cool when it happens.
Yes. It was that had me. Yeah, that had me in goosebumps right there when it went up. I was not expecting that, and I was like, "Oh, okay." Because the first stream I saw on one of the soft opens, I didn't get to see that part happen, and I was like, "Okay." And the next thing you know, I saw it. It was like, "Oh, wait, there's more." um, but yeah, no, I mean, so that's your favorite float. What's your any other favorite parts about this that you enjoy?
I really enjoy the music. I think they did a really nice job with it. I like how it's a throwback to as you said, Main Street Electrical Parade. There's also it flows very well. And I think it'll be something that will be humming for a long time.
Yes, no, that is for sure, and it definitely they didn't slow down on any of the merch with this either, man.
No.
Like any good Disney attraction or parade or anything like that, we have bubble wands that made their appearance, and they're pretty unique, man. You want to tell us about them a little bit?
Yeah, the bubble wands are fully interactive with the parade, which is really cool. We did go through the merchandise, all the full line on a previous episode, so we'll have to link that down below if you want to hear more about the different kinds of things that they're offering. But yeah, the bubble wand is definitely the star of the show of the merchandise.
Yeah, it is. No, it was so cool to go ahead and see like people using them in the actual parade and all that, how it works. I thought one of the funniest things, I don't know if you caught this, was on the soft open when Ron on the go was watching, and for whatever reason, the radio signals going across between the bubble wands or the floats, whatever, started messing with his gimbal and just went, bloop, and all of a sudden the entire gimbal just like dropped.
Yeah,
It was kind of funny to watch, and I'm like, I wonder what is actually causing that. Because it is really cool to go ahead and see these bubble wands, but I do wonder. There's definitely going to be a whole crazy way that these are all talking to one another, especially that they're talking to each one across the street and that sort of thing and all that. So it's pretty cool to see. But yeah, anyways, man, enough about the merch. On top of all this, we also had a poster hung under Main Street USA, or no, the train station rather, in Main Street USA,
yep.
along with all the other attractions. Because as Disney wants you to feel when you walk into the parks, especially Magic Kingdom, you are walking into a show. Right, that's what they want you to think of when you walk in there. That's why they're showing their feature presentations. So you have Happily Ever After there, some of the more iconic rides, and now Disney Starlight. So
Yeah,
um,
I love the posters. As you can tell by my back wall, I love the posters that you find under the train station.
yes, no, they're awesome. I wish there's some of them that are really hard to get that I really wish I'd be able to go ahead and get them. Um, I actually do have the Happily Ever After one. Someone was able to make another version of it for me, and I was able to purchase from them. So that was really cool a while back. But yeah, either way, they're awesome. They're iconic, and it's a great way to enter the Magic Kingdom. So, um, but yeah, Jer, enough about that. I heard you might have a surprise for us.
I do have a surprise. Um, so I was watching the streams and following everybody on the Instagrams and socials, and I noticed that they introduced a new photo opportunity where you can hold a sign that says Disney Starlight, and it's a photo pass. So I said, I bet I can make that because I was looking for something to make relative to Disney Starlight that we could release. And that was the perfect thing. So for this week's episode, we have two prints. This is print number one. It's the Disney Starlight
Whoa!
photo pass sign in its glory. It's
Look
exactly
at
the one that you're
that.
holding in the park. It's the only difference is the one in the park has some shading along the inside ring of the second layer. I was unable to do that with a 3D printer, obviously. So what I did instead is I colored the inside of the lines to kind of sort of give that same feel and effect as best as I could. But regardless, I think the print came out really cool, and it's going to look awesome on my shelf, and hopefully yours
Dude,
too.
that looks phenomenal. Yeah, no, I can't wait to get back to start doing all that. That looks phenomenal, man. You outdid yourself on that. I can't wait to hear what else you have in store for us. I really can't. That's
I'm
just
learning a lot, like the different tools that Make a World offers. I'm learning a lot from that, and just like uh, different tool. I actually was on a meeting today, and they were talking about different AI tools, and I was like, oh, I should really start looking into those too. So
as he just comes in with every like object or anything that they talk about in the meeting 3D printed now. Just, here you go,
yeah,
guys.
exactly. This is what you're looking for, right?
Oh, geez, no, that's awesome, man. Though, and that's crazy. But we talked about the side now. We've talked about all that. I think we need to get into more of the technical side of this parade and ask ourselves, what did this do to the park? We talked about what it might be. What did this do to the park? How did it change the day to day? And how is it making everything look?
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to defer to you first because I think you've been able to watch a little bit more of the streams than I have recently. From what I can tell from the showings that I have seen, that later showing is definitely you could go pretty much wherever and you're going to get a good spot. Um,
Yeah.
it is. Keep in mind, it is late. It's 11 o'clock at that point. You're probably not getting back to your hotel until 1 o'clock if you're seeing that showing of Starlight.
Yeah, no, I'd have to agree with you on that. I think the later showing has always been the way to go. I mean, that's the way I always feel about it. Um, it's certainly changed the cadence of the park, but as we had talked about it before, I think it's also better in the sense that this one starts. The second showing starts, I believe, from Frontierland, right? Because
Um,
the first one starts, I thought, from Main Street, and then I thought
it
it goes
does.
backwards all the way
Yeah.
through.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm not 100% sure. I
You,
question myself on
Dude,
that.
usually by the time I go to watch that one, I'm so exhausted that it
Yeah,
takes me a little bit,
I put it
Um,
on last night and I fell asleep like within 5 minutes.
yeah. No, I can tell you though that I think, regardless of either way, a lot more spots to go ahead and see it. It is important to note that regardless of whatever direction it's going, it is still taking the same path as the Festival of Fantasy, all the cavalcades do. It's just, it might be a different way. Obviously, going originally through down Main Street first and then going to Frontierland and all that. But yeah, no, either way, I think it definitely changed up some of the cadences in the park and did that. I can tell you wait times for rides when this hits. I mean, we knew this was going to happen. Wait times start to drop pretty drastically, especially for the first showing. Second showing, obviously, not so much. Everything's closed by then. So, but it is cool to go ahead and see that, and I think it helps to bring a little bit more diversity to the park as far as what is going on there at the evening hours. It's no more just rides, fireworks, done. It's you know rides, fireworks, maybe some more rides, parade. It changes it up, and I think
Yeah.
that's it helps break things up and give you again something always to be looking forward to when you're at the park.
Yeah, I think obviously the first parade, that the direction of the parade is where it really matters because you definitely, it makes sense that
Yeah,
they're going to want to hit Main Street first and then
sure.
make their way to Frontierland so they can fill in Main Street before Happily Ever After. Obviously, it doesn't matter what direction that second parade goes in. There's plenty of room everywhere by 11
Yeah,
o'clock. So,
no, absolutely, and it definitely it's definitely easier to go see that at 11 o'clock. I mean, even just getting out of the park in general. We've talked about it before. If you guys, if at all possible, always stay after fireworks. Always stay after fireworks. Always stay till the later time in the park, mainly because of the crowds. I mean, if you try to get out right after you see this parade, if you're seeing on Main Street, you're trying to get out right after that. Good luck to you. I mean, you're going to be surrounded, and it's going to be pretty rough trying to get out of the park at that point. So
yeah, the one thing that I've not figured out yet, but it's something I need to either someone needs to research or I just need to be more observant when watching the streams is so typically Main Street USA, everything on that strip is going to be open pretty late. Like you can get your ice cream all the way till after the park closes. Um, I know that wasn't always the case for Frontierland, but now that that parade comes through Frontierland that's so late, I'm wondering if some of the like Golden Oak Outpost is that open a little later than normal now, or the little cart that's across from Pecos Bills that has pretzels and popcorn is that one still did they extend the hours so you can enjoy those amenities later in the evening?
that's a really good question. I will get back to you on that.
Yeah, I think
Whether
we're gonna
I
have to
have to go
report
down
back
there or I have to, just look up, I will figure something out for that because I need to know. Need
yeah,
to
we got
have
a
to.
research trip,
Absolutely, Men of Main Street have to report this, man. It has to happen. It's for science, I think.
for science.
Um,
Anyway, I
but
think we covered everything we possibly could on Starlight.
absolutely, what else do we got to talk about this week, man?
Well, we've talked about it like 4 or 5 times now, but now it's
It's so important.
officially here. Test Track is officially opened.
Look at that
Test
photo.
Track Test Track 3.0 of all versions, and I'm excited it's here. Nick, you did not get a chance to go on your trip, right?
No, I did not.
No. All right, that's okay. You're going back in September, and you're going to have your chance then.
August, but yeah,
August. Okay, if sooner than I thought. For food and wine.
can't
So,
can't keep me down, man. I have to go. Well, it might be. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyways, we'll let you know.
but yeah. So Disney did share this photo out. It's all the cast members with Mickey on opening day. There was no virtual queue as expected. So wait times were relatively high, but I think this is going to be a nice complement to um, take down the wait time on Guardians for a while. So that'll be
For
nice.
sure.
And also, we mentioned it before, but don't forget that Soren has moved down a tier in the FastPass system, so that is a lot more accessible as well.
Yes. No. Yeah. I think this really opens up a lot more opportunity to be able to go do a lot more at Epcot now, as far as wait times go. Um, and I think, especially in that area, like you said, Guardians being right across the way, you have Mission Space right there, and then you have Test Track right there. You know, Mission Space is not as popular, I think, as it used to be, for sure. Guardians overwhelmingly popular,
Yeah.
especially with standby. Wait times for that can go exceedingly high. So it's really good to see something that can kind of go ahead and divert that. So, really, when you go to Rope Drop Epcot now, you really have to figure out your strategy. It's going to be Test Track? Is it going to be Frozen? Or are we talking running over to Guardians? Those, at least in my opinion, are going to be the big ones right there. I would not recommend necessarily running to go Rope Drop Living with the Land or something like
Probably
that.
not necessary. The one thing you
But
the
yeah,
one thing you do always have to keep in mind with Test Track is weather. If there's inclement
yes.
weather, that ride will shut down.
For that zero point 0.2 seconds that you're outside going at light speed,
Yep.
if it starts raining or lightning or anything like that, it will shut down. Um, and it's nothing they can do about it. It's not necessarily a ride failure. It's just Mother Nature at its best, and Florida
Yeah.
weather. But
In addition to the opening, we did see some updated artwork on the park map. It's
ooh, look at
nice because you get
that!
that really cool World of Motion logo in the center of the turn, um, and you can kind of see the new sign out front as well.
That's awesome. I
And I
do
will
love that.
note that the Wonders of Life Pavilion / Play Pavilion is still on the map. just pointing that out. It's still there.
He'll never get over that, guys. He never
I
will.
don't know
Just gonna
why
say
it's
it.
it's like if we're not getting it, take it off the map or do something or tell us it's coming.
Just open up the doors, just cobwebs in there, bats start flying out. Oh,
I'm
sorry.
I know it's usually it's like a looks like a big like what do you call it aviary, like you could put a bunch of birds in there. It's kind of what it looks like.
Big butterfly sanctuary.
Yes, it kind of looks like that.
That's where they're growing them all for the for flower garden. Just kidding, guys.
Oh man. Well, in addition to the updated artwork, you also are able to get you do get a photo, your normal photo, which happens around this portion of the ride when you're first coming out. But what they do is they will apply 3 different backgrounds to that photo. You'll get one while you're going through the LiDAR section, one where you're going through that Turney Woods Pacific, North Pacific section, and also in that final future section before you launch out the door. So you get your selection of those 3 pictures, which is pretty nice.
Well, when I go on it next, I'll be sure to go ahead and post my pictures here, because I'm sure there'll be something that we all get to laugh at. Because I'm sure it'll be some crazy face that I'm doing, guaranteed.
I love Nick's ride photos; they're the best.
They really are. It's like uncandid Nick. No, I mean it's crazy.
Nick unfiltered.
There we go. Nick unfiltered. Yes, that's a scary thing, man.
Well,
Go ahead, man. What else we got?
I was just gonna say. Speaking of updates at Epcot, though, there was one other update that happened this week.
My favorite update.
Yeah, yes, we're recording on Wednesday. On Tuesday, July 22nd, the diver demonstrations returned to Epcot, the Seas Pavilion.
So guys, just to clarify, this is not the original. Like, what was it? When did this go away? Do we know?
When did it leave?
Yeah, when did it leave?
It left like during COVID, like right when COVID hit. This was the last time they did it. They just haven't brought it back till now.
I was going to say, this is not from years ago. This is a current photo. This
Yes,
happened.
this
I promise.
yes,
We're not pulling
this
your leg.
happened.
This happens.
No, Disney posted this and in a video, and I took a screenshot of it, essentially. But yeah,
It's
it's
so cool to
it's a
see.
cool show to come back. It's a nice demonstration how about divers and the equipment that they use, and what the safety features that are included with it. So it's a cool demonstration to add to the seas. I'm glad it's back.
It gets everyone away from Mr. Eel and the manatees, so I get to go ahead and go see them all.
There you go.
Makes me very happy. I love visiting the manatees, especially my wife loves manatees. So,
I mean, they're the best. I mean, sea cows are awesome.
I mean, we went last time, and my wife was talking to one of the cast members there for probably 15 minutes, and it made their day because they don't often get. I don't think a lot of people that come to really go talk about, talk shop, I guess, if you want to say that with them.
Yeah.
And she was just going off because my wife's always loved marine biology and all that, so she was just going on and on and on talking about her, and I'm just standing there and all like, do you need to work here right now? Because like, if this is where you belong, I'm all for it.
I mean, that's what those cast members are there for, to share information, answer all your questions. So definitely take advantage of that. I mean, Epcot originally, it still is a learning kind of park. There's a lot to take in. I would think about like 20 years ago, it kind of felt like a more of an educational theme park at times, and some of that spirit still lives today. So take advantage of it.
Absolutely. No, it's part of the reason why it is my favorite park. It's not just fun. It's educational, and it really helps to bring all nations and all walks of life together, and be able to showcase the best of humanity, which is just so cool to go ahead and see. So again, with this, it's another cool, amazing feat that we've been able to go ahead and do, and really cool to be able to go ahead and see something like this in action. So I'm really happy that it's back.
Well, Nick, now let's go jump to the other side of the coast. As you have some updates from Disneyland.
We do. So we get new characters because, of course, Disneyland always gets them first. Every time.
Well, I think this one's a Marvel contract issue. I don't think we're getting these.
No, I don't think we are either. Either which way, we have all 4 characters, including Herbie, who looks so cool to see him go drive around. Yeah, there he is. He looks so cool. I'd love to go ahead and see him. So we get that. We also get some new merch that is coming on in. We have the new Thing Sipper, and Mr. Fantastic Straw coming to Disneyland. Why is that a thing?
What, you don't want a Pedro Pascal straw? I mean, I need one of those.
I just don't know why I have to have a straw with a keychain on it.
It's just,
hang on, guys. Let me unclip it real quick for my keys. I'm gonna go ahead and stick it in my drink real quick.
I think it's fun.
I think it's so funny.
I'm surprised that the Thing is a sipper and it's not a popcorn bucket.
Yeah, honestly.
I mean, that's huge. I'm assuming you can put your hand in there too.
So maybe it's the right size cup for me finally.
Maybe this is the one you fly to California to get.
So, all right. So let me ask you this: it's a sipper. Does it come with a drink in it? Because I know most of the time the popcorn buckets don't. You knew this question was going to come up.
I didn't even think about it, but I have no idea. I'm assuming it comes with a drink. I mean, that's cheaper than popcorn. So,
jeez, dude, I don't know. I don't know. I will all tripped up here. I can't imagine. Here's your cup. Where's your drink? Well, it's in a separate cup. Hang on, I gotta go. That's an extra $5 real quick.
Oh, jeez. I mean, it's late here. It's a night show for us.
It's been a long week.
It's a late show for us, but we, had to do it for you guys.
They got rid of Stephen Colbert's late show. Now it's some Bay Street.
We're taking over his slot. So pencil us into your calendars.
If we ever start doing this live, guys, just be prepared for it. There's a lot of bloopers that happen. Trust me.
Oh, we should definitely do a live show. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Well, on our platform, it allows us to go do it. So maybe one of these times we'll surprise y'all. We get a lot of surprises to talk about. So no spoilers yet. So
yeah. All right.
But let's keep moving through, I guess.
Yeah. Jeez. I just wanted to point out how cool the Thing's costume is real quick. I thought they did a really nice job with that.
Yes, they did. They definitely did.
But let's move on. Oh my gosh, that's not where. Hold
Oh
on,
my
I got them
gosh!
out of
Don't
order
show that
here.
picture yet.
Oh yeah, hold
Gosh,
on.
dude, we must be just doing this live right now. It feels like we are.
Essentially,
Oh
okay,
my
hold on.
gosh. Well, anyways, guys, we'll get on to the next topic while he adjusts that error. We have Oogie Boogie Bash um, is the Disneyland version of the Halloween party that we have on the West Coast. Um, and it's an awesome party, very similar in some ways to Mickey's Not So Scary, very different in others. But this year, again, because they get everything really cool and new before us per se, they're teasing having Maleficent and Syndrome there finally, for the first time, rather, I should say, from The Incredibles. They're going to be joining the party this year.
Yeah, Maleficent is an exciting one. We have seen her. She's actually in the new villain show at Hollywood Studios, but we'll see her at California in character form. And then Syndrome. I mean, that's gonna. I'm really excited to see what they make him look like, because like in the movie, he's like a larger than life. Like his head is humongous, and I want to see. I'm curious if
Pinata
they're
head.
going to. I'm curious if they're going to like kind of make it like normal size and just do the hair, or if they're gonna do a lot of prosthetics like they did with um, uh, the guy from Coco. They did a really nice job with him. What is
Oh,
it? Was it Ernesto de
oh
la
yeah, Ernesto de
Cruz?
la Cruz, yes.
Yeah,
Ernesto de la
him.
Cruz,
Yeah,
yes.
they did a really nice job with him. So I'm expecting good things with Syndrome. Syndrome, is it Syndrome? But
Syndrome.
Syndrome. So I'm really excited for this. I think it's gonna look awesome.
Go home, buddy.
I also think their format's really interesting. So the way they do the characters there is not like you sit in a meet and greet line. What they do is it's the characters are within a candy pickup section. So where you're going to walk through and pick up your candy, they'll just be like halfway through that line experience, and you're not like meeting them like face to face and getting a picture with them next to you. It's more like they'll be up on a stage acting out their performance. Which is nice because they're able to really do a lot with like the set pieces that'll interact with them. So Oogie Boogie is definitely on my bucket list to do, just because it's so different from Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say it enough, man. I need to get out to Disneyland. Everything that they have going out there is just so cool and so iconic to see. And this being another part of it, seeing the Incredibles at Hollywood Studios is awesome. It's so cool. But yeah, seeing Syndrome sounds really cool. I am very curious to see, in years past, like this past year, they introduced Hercules. Not Hercules.
Hades.
Hades. I am sorry. Again, long day. They introduced Hades in there,
And he
and
looked awesome too.
he did his prosthetics and all that started looking really cool, and um, I'm definitely curious to see what they come up with next.
Yeah, and they did a good job. I mean, when he gets angry, like he turns completely red, and like his
Yeah,
hair turns red. It's crazy, and it's funny if you are going to the villain show at Hollywood Studios, he also appears in that show as well. Not in
mhm.
the flesh, but as like a screen character. But that is exactly what he looked like at the Oogie Boogie Bash. So
That's
a lot of
awesome.
positive. The one that I thought they kind of stretched on is Dr. Doofenshmirtz. They introduced him last year. That was an interesting rendition of him because because it's a cartoon character brought to life. So that always doesn't translate perfectly, but they did the best they could, and I still think he looked good.
He did.
Um, but it was different to see him as a real life person.
His personality was just really cool. That was the big thing that
No,
got
yeah,
me.
they
They did such a good job with that. It did well for everything else it didn't have going for it. You know what I mean?
yeah, the performers nail the performance. Like they really are the ones who sell this experience. I mean, it's kind of like it's like a quick show. Like just seeing them be the character on stage is just cool in itself. And they're
Hmm.
characters you're never ever just gonna see like on a normal park day.
Absolutely. No, that's what makes it so unique, and that's why they get you to want to go to these events because it's that much more unique. Again, we've talked about this all before. Just keep in mind that if you are planning on going to one of these events to go see characters, have a strategy. Don't walk in there with crazy high expectations of being able to go, you know, um, get all this candy you want, go see all the characters, ride all the rides with overlays, see fireworks, see parades. Have a plan, have a strategy, and have expectations of what you're looking to get out of it. Because again, these are not cheap things to go do. They do cost extra on top of a normal park admission. So keep all that in mind. You don't want to go ahead and just dive into this and be disappointed, because that's the last thing you want to have done. I know I've definitely not had my fair share of disappointment with it, but I've gone through and expected to get a lot more done in that time. And the next thing I know, I'm beat. It's been a long day. Lines are just wild to try to go see people. So just keep all that in mind, guys. That's my big piece of advice I can give on that.
Agreed.
But anyways, man, we
I think it's time to jump. I think we're getting into the big news of the week now.
I think we are, and we're talking about studios. We talked a little bit about Hollywood studios. You showed that picture
by accident, but we're going back to it. This is kind of the big piece of news. Disney announced on Tuesday that Animation Courtyard is getting reimagined into the magic of Disney animation, which is opening in 2026. Nick, here is some of the concept art. It looks incredible. We'll get into the details in a second. Let me just take you through of some of the big changes that they tagged along with this. So, obviously, Animation Courtyard looks totally different here. Star Wars Launch Bay is unfortunately going away. Not unfortunately. It's kind of run its course.
Yeah, sure.
Disney Junior Play and Dance and Star Wars Launch Bay and all of Animation Courtyard, except for The Little Mermaid, will close beginning September 25th, 2025. So that's really soon.
Wow.
Sooner than I expected.
I did not realize it was that soon. Wow.
Yeah, I've never. Okay. This is the first time I've seen them say we're doing this and we're starting construction like that fast. Because this was never announced during D23 or anything. No. So,
and I guess this answers the $1 million question that we had from the beginning when they announced Monsters Inc. This is why they did not put it over in Animation Courtyard. This is why they didn't do anything over there.
So one thing to note about this section is behind Star Wars Launch Bay, there were actually office buildings where animators still worked today. So those animators are now being relocated. So the footprint of this new Disney animation section is going to be larger than Launch Bay, in my opinion. I think it's going to be much larger than you expect. I don't think they had enough room to put a roller coaster back there based on, just looking at a map. So anyways, one thing that they did announce in the back there, they're going to do a Drawn to Wonderland. It's a Alice in Wonderland themed playground. Actually,
I know someone that's going to love that.
Yeah. Inspired by this artwork. So cool. Yeah, your daughter's going to love that one.
Yeah, she will.
So that's exciting. They are expecting that this courtyard is going to be open in 2026, which is crazy to think, with a fresh Disney Junior show as well.
No, that is awesome, man. And I mean, it is such a welcome thing to see. And on top of that, we didn't talk about it yet. Look what they're bringing back in that picture, man.
The Sorcerer Mickey hat is back, which is why I had to rep the shirt today.
Absolutely. It's not that, 2-story one that we used to go ahead and see, or even larger than that. I'm sorry. It's been a long time since I've seen that. All I can say is that it looks awesome. It helps bring that magic back to it. And to me, it really helps bring in, that element that it is a, production studio. For anyone that doesn't really know, a lot of movies that were made from Walt Disney Animation and all that, we're not talking Pixar. This is before all that. Stuff like Brother Bear, Mulan, different things like that were actually worked on and were made up.
I believe Lilo and Stitch also was created at Hollywood Studios.
Absolutely. I mean, one of my favorite artists that you guys have seen artwork for, Scooter, actually helped on Brother Bear. This is why he's big in with Disney. He actually started working at the at over at Animation or over in Hollywood Studios over in that section. He was doing it back when it was having actual windows there and seeing the animators at work. He was one of them, and it's just so cool to see that, because that brings that element back of what makes movies so special. Pulling the cover behind Disney Magic and seeing the magic that these artists and Imagineers have, which is just so cool to see. So I'm excited for it, but Jared, what are your thoughts on it?
I'm really excited for it. I think it's going to be a really welcome addition. I'm very interested to what they're going to bring beyond just the playground and the animation portion. The one thing I really hope they bring back is Animation Academy, which is something they only offer right now at Rafiki's Planet Watch, all the way in Animal Kingdom. It belongs in Hollywood Studio.
It
seriously does.
I've done it for years.
Yeah, it belongs there. It's a ton of fun. It's a free custom souvenir you get to bring home and test your drawing skills. And they guide you through it so well that no matter how bad you are at drawing, it's probably going to come out pretty decent.
Yeah, no, even someone who draws as bad as I do could probably go ahead and draw that. So
just don't ask Nick to write the name of the character next to it. You won't be. I'm just kidding.
It's gotten a little bit better, okay?
It's true. It has gotten better.
Oh, jeez. No, that's funny, man. It's been a minute since I've heard that joke.
Nick, there's one thing about this concept art that is breaking my heart a little, and I think you know what it is.
I think I see it. I don't want to talk about it though, man.
I don't want to talk about it either.
I just got part of me is like it the other day.
Yeah, I've been coping with it because sometimes the first rendition of concept art doesn't actually end up being what it actually is. So I'm only like 90% sure this is happening, but 10% is holding on that the arc for Hollywood Studios does not go away. But it is in this concept art, it is gone. Which is really sad to see. It's I don't know why I like it so much. It's just like, it's a unique structure that says, like, it makes me, if you want something that says I'm at Hollywood Studios, granted there's so many other places in the park that are extremely iconic. There's nothing quite as pinpoint I'm in Hollywood Studios as that arc. It says Disney's Hollywood Studios right on it.
I was going to say, could it be the fact that it says Disney Hollywood Studios right on it?
Right. It's been updated many times over the years. I used to say MGM Studios, and then when they switched, and then they said Hollywood Studios, and then they switched the artwork over, and they updated that as well. So they continue to update over the years. So I really didn't think it was going away. It was the last thing I thought I would have to worry about. And I know you guys are like, Jeremy, why are you so hung up on this silly arc? I don't think you guys understand how much I like this arc. I like this arc to the point where our print of the week this week is the arc that I designed.
We talked about it last week. We said we weren't going to show it.
We said that, and I thought we were going to do it like 30 episodes later, and here we are doing the very next week.
Yeah, guys, we promise we did not plan for this to happen.
No,
we did not tell Disney,
not.
Get rid of the arch so we can go ahead and feature this, okay? Promise you. We're not that high up in this, okay? However, this happened, and my first thing, so just full disclosure, as these things, this news progresses, right? I send, Jeremy and I send screenshots to each other all day long. Full disclosure, I had the bottom half of this picture kind of covered up when I sent it to him, did not realizing that was the case. And I sent it to him and I said, dude, it's gone. And he says, what are you talking about? That looks really cool, but what are you talking about? It's gone. Is he launch bay? I said, no. Well, yes, launch bay, yes. But the arc, he says, no, you're not. There's no way. And then about 5 minutes later, he says, dude, I'm crying. Nope, it's gone. What just happened right now? Everything's gone. And we just had to make it the print of the week. So, Jer, tell us some more about it.
Yeah, so here's the arc. And in all its glory, I'm so glad that I've done it, so I have it within my possession forever. feel free to, you could put your action figures standing in front of it, or maybe
Shrink
you can
yourself
print.
down, put
Yeah, shrink
yourself
yourself
in.
down. I'll get a cutout of myself and I'll put it right in front of it. Um, but yeah, it came out really nice. This is actually from my Ender 3. I haven't actually printed it on my Bamboo P1S yet, but
Dude,
it
that
came out
was
really
like one of the
nice.
that was one of like the first prints you had done, and like I
So
think
one night we were
designs.
just like we were just playing around, and I was getting pretty good at Tinkercad at that time, and I was like, Nick, I bet I can make this arc in like 10 minutes, and you're like, bet, and so I made it like in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I have a really really bad tendency to egg people on and stuff like that.
But
No, it came out so good though, man, and I'm really excited to be able to go share it with everyone. I guess I'm just gonna have to carry that around the park with me when I go back. Just like, we're gonna carry my arch, guys. It's here.
I
Oh, better yet, once they get rid of it, I'll bring the arch there, put it on the ground, and then take a picture of it and where it was. That's a good picture, I think.
that's a good idea. Sorry, I just want to stop sharing my screen so you guys can get a good look at it. But yeah, I feel weird and my head's just peeking right through it.
You guys
But,
can't even see me doing any kind of hand motions. I look like Randall over here. My hands are gone. Oh, silly backgrounds.
But yeah, I did want to
That's awesome.
share. They did also drop a poster to go along with the magic of animation right here. So it's
Let's get some
featuring
like
all.
serious like '90s vibes.
It does have serious '90s vibes. It's kind of I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. It reminds
Absolutely.
me of the photo that you have on your wall behind you
I
actually
just thought of that.
is actually the building that's in there is the actual animation building. It's actually extremely reminiscent of it's almost an exact duplicate of that building.
It is. You're 100. I never even realized that. The
I was like
even
it.
the even the sorcerer Mickey hat right above it. It's the
Yeah,
same deal.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That is. You're gonna have me watching that short again tonight. Now, that's happening. One of my favorite shorts, guys. It just. Oh God, hits you in all
See,
the
we
right
thought we
feels.
thought that looked familiar, and that's why it's right above Nick's head right now. You can see it.
Yes, it is. It definitely is. Right, guys? Oh, jeez. Well, anyways, guys, unfortunately, that's what we have for that part. And that's the sad news we have about studios. I mean,
I mean,
good
it's
and sad.
exciting news. There's only one sad portion. The rest of it's all is awesome. And I
I
will
just,
mention again that Little Mermaid will remain open through the entirety of the construction. So
yes, hasn't been open all this time, but now that part will stay open. I'm
yeah,
just kidding.
I know.
Oh, jeez, always something.
I wonder what they're gonna
Um,
do if they're gonna continue to keep all the character meet and greets in there, or if those are gonna get moved
hmm.
somewhere else.
Ooh, that's a good question. I feel like they're going to have to move them somewhere else. Maybe they'll put them inside
Oh,
because
they
there's a
could,
lot of room
yeah, with
inside
all
Disney
that room
Junior.
and yeah, because you're gonna get
Yeah.
rid of currently have Darth Vader, BB-8, and Chewbacca you can meet with in there, so those will get replaced by more classic Disney characters, which is
Hmm.
interesting. I wonder if Olaf is gonna move across the park in there.
That I'd be
Maybe,
hard
maybe
pressed to
not.
say because
Yeah,
that is part of that whole Frozen cluster right there.
true, right.
So I think they want to kind of keep that there just so it's out of the show right into Olaf kind of deal.
Well, I hope we get
Um,
some new characters.
yeah.
Beyond the Disney Junior stuff. I hope we get some new characters within that. Like, I'm trying to think who was in that poster that I've never seen, like in person that I could meet. No, most of them I met. Like a Hercules would be cool. Or
Hmm.
we've seen Genie a couple times, but not like something you could regularly go see. So that would be cool.
Yeah, no, that'd be awesome to go ahead and see that. The GD is awesome seeing him Broadway style, so I could not. I'd love to go ahead and see him as a meet and greet like that.
Yeah,
Um, that'd be awesome. But dude, we're starting to get closer to that time here. So do we
yeah.
say goodbye yet?
I think we gotta tease a little something.
Mm. Well, okay, all right. I'll start it off. We're not going to go. We're not going to go too far into it because I'm going to keep you guys wanting more. But for those of you that don't know, it is Disneyland's 70th anniversary, right? We're awfully close to 70 subscribers
We're
on
five away. Last I checked.
yeah on YouTube. So we're 5 away right now. So that had me thinking. I think we're going to have to do some kind of giveaway for that. And we're not going to go into too much as to what it's going to entail. That could be won or anything like that. But just know it is coming. All right. I think we're going to start it up not this week, next week, and it's going to be about a month long. We're going to run it for. We're going to see how many subscribers that we can get over the course of a couple weeks, and you guys are going to be able to put a whole bunch of entries in every day. I'll have the opportunity to go ahead and put some more in, and we're going to start, softly announcing what some of the prizes are going to be for it. So stay tuned for that. It's something that Jared and I are very excited to bring to you guys, and we've been talking about something like this for a little bit. So really happy to kind of see it, and again, see the channel grow. We're so happy that you guys keep coming back. So happy the channel's growing, the all support we have. We couldn't do it without you guys. We really couldn't. Because who else is going to watch this besides just me and Jeremie all day? Trust me, we do. I'm just kidding. I can't stand to hear myself talk half the time. So, anyways, it's one of those things that we're just so happy to bring to you guys, and we hope you guys get something out of it. We hope you guys get some park tips and just enjoy it. And again, just remember that we're all here to have fun. And just have a good time and show you that side of Disney that is the more kind of creative side with everything we do in 3D printing wise, and the more technical side of some stuff, and just kind of spark those conversations that we're always kind of having out here. So just staying curious and all that good stuff. So again, seriously, can't thank you all for being here and for all this, and again, thanks for being on the ride.
Yeah, we look forward to many more episodes. Hopefully, we hit that 70 subscribers by the time we start this. Just 5
really
away.
cool.
So tell your friends, subscribe to the Men of Main Street, get them to 70, because everyone wants this prize. I have worked tirelessly. I'll just say it is 3D printed. It is fully custom. You will not be able to get this anywhere else but at the Men of Main Street podcast.
Yes, and it's not one that we're releasing, guys. It is not going to be something that we're going to be releasing, at least for a very, 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 very long time. And it is, he's done a good job. I'm not going to talk anymore about it. He has done a phenomenal job. I'm excited for you guys. I really am, and I can't wait to go ahead and show it all to you guys. But again, yeah, just the part of the way to get into the giveaway is going to be to go and like us on Facebook, go check us out on Facebook, go to our page on YouTube, go check us out on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, stuff like that. Maybe it's another avenue that you don't normally go on to go ahead and find us. Do that, and you're able to get new points practically almost every day. So
yeah, it's completely free to do. That's the thing about this giveaway. We're not asking for any money in return. This is completely free. We're just looking for a fun way to get our community engaged with us and get some cool prints to you guys. So I hope we're hoping to do a lot more of these giveaways. I think we make all this stuff, and there's only so many places. Always. I just have a bin full of it, and I'm like, well, we should start. The people want it. So not everybody has a P1S, in their office to just make whatever they need, or
two to possibly 3.
Right, and all the 35 different rolls of filament it might require to make them. So hopefully we can provide some of these to you in the form of a giveaway. Why not?
Absolutely. And we're just so excited for this, guys. I mean, this is going to be just another part of the journey. And I kind of modeled some of this off of Ron on the Go. Is given a lot of tips and stuff like that of how to go run a channel like this and make everything free to go do. He's part of, again, I've said it before, I'll say it again. He's part of the inspiration of why I at least wanted to start doing this. Just because, you got to just go do it. You just have to start it and see what happens. I never would have thought we'd have 5 subscribers, let alone almost 70. So we're we're doing well with all that. And again, we get a lot of you guys that just keep coming back every week. I hope you guys are enjoying the prints. I hope you guys are printing these things out. They're flying off Maker World as fast as we can put them up. I think Jeremie's the Meta Main Street account on Maker World is one of the most visited like Disney searches now, I think, around, because every time I type in Disney, it's just flooded with models that he's designed to put on there. So so thankful for that, and just so happy to go ahead and see it all. So
We have 69 followers. We're almost at 70 on that. So if we don't hit 70 on YouTube, we can say we hit 70 on Maker World.
well, we still have time, and I mean, I'm hoping
Yeah.
one of these times we're just going to go straight viral, and that's going to be it. So no, I'm just kidding, guys. We're never expecting anything like that. We love doing this. We love being here for you guys, and just giving you the news, our takes on it, and all that good stuff, and especially the Roosevelt stuff, because we gotta always bring that up.
We do.
So, but anyways, guys, well, we're starting to hit that time. I think we're gonna go ahead and say sayonara. But again, we greatly appreciate y'all, and we hope to see you all in the future. Take care, guys.